On behalf of my beautiful wife and myself, would like to welcome you all to Tooley Park Farm, the home of the wonderful Draycott family and a place that Sophie adores with all of her heart. Thank you all for making the effort to come to our special day. I know a few of you have travelled a fair distance to be here.
I would first like to welcome you all here today to celebrate with us the marriage of my wonderful daughter Sophie to my even more wonderful son-in-law Scott. 31 years ago, we were blessed with a new arrival to the Draycott family, our first little daughter Sophie.
Thank you for raising such a loving, caring, always right daughter, which makes any argument impossible to win unless Sophie wants something.
Sophie, the reality of it is that for all of your personality quirks, you have and always will be our big sister. But standing here today, I could honestly say you're the person that we turn to whenever things get tough. You are reliable, fiercely loyal, and consistently yourself. Personally, there are very few people I consider myself to rely on in this world. Only two, in fact. One got married today, and the other one gave her away.
Scott, you have always treated Sophie with unwavering amount of love and respect. Your patience with her is something I admire the most, as I know from experience of raising her that keeping patience can sometimes be challenging. I am very fortunate to have a man like Scott as my son-in-law.
Welcome again. Good to see you all. You guys look absolutely amazing. Sophie, you look beautiful. Scott, you don't have a cast on, so I think we're happy. We have come together in the presence of God to witness the marriage of Sophie and Scott, to ask his blessing on them and to share in their joy. The vows you are about to take are to be made in the presence of God, for he is judge of all and knows all the secrets of our hearts. Scott, will you take Sophie to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
You've made him practice that, you can tell. Sophie, will you take Scott to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
God our Father, from the beginning you have blessed creation and abundant life. Pour out your blessings upon Sophie and Scott, that they may be joined in mutual love and companionship, in holiness and commitment to each other. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who is alive and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, now and forever. In the presence of God and before this congregation, Sophie and Scott have given their consent, made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder. You may kiss the bride. You shouldn't.
I don't know. I'd just like to acknowledge that we wouldn't be stood here today without the love and support from both of our family. We are indebted to our families for all they do for us. I love my family and my siblings fiercely, and it means so much to me, Scott, that you've accepted and embraced that close relationship. It's been a pleasure to grow up with you, Scott, and it will be my greatest honour to grow old with you. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for coming. For those of you that don't know us, I'm Susanna and this is Sally, and we are the maids of honour and Sophie's younger sisters who were brought into this world because Mum and Dad obviously decided that they could definitely do better than their first attempt.
Which we are super thankful of. I can honestly say it wouldn't be the same without all of you here today, although it would be super less stressful to do this speech in front of no one. Which is the main reason Sophie's had to wait 15 years for her special day while I gained the courage to do this speech. So please do bear with me. I know I'll stutter, I know I'll make up new words, and I'll go on forever. But stick with me and feel free to get involved at any moment. A few thank yous to start. So a huge thank you to the army of people helping us get ready, prepared and organised and running as smooth as possible so far. So good. A huge thank you to Eleanor and her quartet, as well as Dorothy for playing so beautifully at church, as well as on our arrival. Thank you to Pete, Dorothy and Andrew for letting us host our special day here. And I hope you all agree the venue looks great, and despite the weather, it looks even better than I thought it would. A further big shout out to Sally and Pete for their woodworking expertise, pest control and making everywhere look extra special. Who actually knew I'd look better in bale format than in real life?
I wish you both all the happiness for the future. And if I only give you one piece of advice, no matter what problems may arise in the future, as long as you talk to one another and sort things out together, you won't go far wrong.
Woo! Sophie and Scott!
Scott and Sophie, you have shown us the meaning of unconditional love and what it takes to make a relationship stand the test of time. We have no doubts that you'll be by each other's side until the very end, and it'll be our greatest honour to witness it all. They shared their first kiss, and now here we all are, 15 years later, watching these two lovebirds finally tie the knot.
Sophie, you mean the absolute world to me, and I always feel lost without you. Not everyone can say that they've stood at one of the highest points in the world together, a moment I will never forget, the overwhelming feeling of how proud I was of you. Thank you for giving me the purpose in life. Ever since I met you, my life changed. You really did give me the kick up the arse and transformed me into the person I am today, driven and really dedicated. So when I say I love you the most, I mean I love you more than any bad days ahead of us. I love you more than any fight we'll ever have, and I love you more than any obstacle that will come between us. And from now on, when I say I love you, I don't just say it out of habit, but I say it as a reminder of this day, those promises we have just said in church, and that you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. So can I have you all please upstanding and raise a glass to the love of my life, to Sophie.